In today's education news, all these recent announcements about reform with Ofsted, should Ofsted be allowed to reform itself? So education unions are warning that Ofsted should not be trusted to reform itself as head teachers continue to report that school inspections are leaving their staff feeling distressed. I've already made videos about the recent reform announcements from Ofsted, and as much as I welcome them and do think they are a step in the right direction, I always have reservations with Ofsted because I truly feel that they are more bothered about justifying their own existence over anything else. We had Ofsted in our school recently. I have to say the inspection team we had, I couldn't fault them. Dare I say it was a fairly positive experience, and they carried out the job in the right way, with the right manner, right tone, and we felt we were listened to. And I will say that since the tragic death of Ruth Perry, I'm getting so many more messages from schools to say that the experience with an Ofsted inspection has been positive. But in itself, that is just a ludicrous statement when you think about it, because why does it take the death of a colleague for some inspectors to get some humanity? Ultimately, the biggest problem with Ofsted, why is it that I can say that our inspection recently was fairly positive? Why can't that be the case for every single school? And it clearly isn't when you're reading articles like this talking about how staff are feeling so distressed because there's clearly inspectors out there that are not even following their own flipping guidelines. And I'm not saying that all inspectors are bad. I know the vast majority of them are doing that job with the right intentions, who genuinely think they are helping schools and are trying to be supportive in their role, even though the system itself I don't think is supportive on the whole. The problem is you've still got a small group of inspectors who clearly are power mad, who are going in with agendas and are still causing devastation in schools. You can say that about everything. Leadership teams, the vast majority are fantastic. There's a small percentage that are toxic. Same with teachers. The vast majority of teachers are great. There's a couple of teachers who probably aren't doing the job the way that they should be doing it. And the fact is that even with these reforms, these inspections are still such high stakes. We need inspectors who are going to be fair, are going to be supportive and understanding. Clearly isn't happening when Ruth Perry's sister has been told of 11 inspections this year, which has left head teachers in serious distress. Then goes on to talk about this primary school in Preston, which after a recent inspection, it left several members of staff really struggling with their mental health. Some members of staff had broken down during the inspection. 2 had suicidal thoughts and were accessing therapy, trauma-focused cognitive behavioural therapy after the inspection, to which a governor said the complete disregard for staff health and well-being has been appalling. But is that any surprise? Ofsted have never cared about staff well-being or workload. No, because to Ofsted, their top priority will always be making judgments in the best interest of children, even if those findings are uncomfortable for school leaders. Well, there's a difference between things being uncomfortable and forcing teachers out of the profession because of the stress these inspections are putting on schools. And are these inspections in the best interest of children when it's forcing so many teachers to either leave the profession completely or be signed off sick with stress-related conditions? I think Ofsted are moving in the right direction, probably. Do I think they're moving quick enough? No. Do I think Ofsted need to weed out these rogue inspectors who are letting the rest of them down and still causing all this devastation after everything that's happened? That needs to happen. I want to know what they're doing about that. That's the thing. Who's inspecting these inspectors? Who's holding them accountable for what the mental health impact they're having on schools when they are going in with agendas, which clearly isn't happening as much, but is still happening? You know, when you're seeing tweets like this, where on a webinar by Ofsted, a question about inspections only happening Tuesday, Wednesday, and the answer being yes, if you've not heard by Monday lunchtime, you are safe for that week. The word safe, still using that language, causes anxiety. Spot on. And even though that's probably done out of habit, they've got to do better. And so, like I say, can they be trusted to reform themselves? And why do they deserve that trust? I mean, Ofsted don't trust us at the best of times as teachers. So really, why should we trust them?